welcome David, Della, Rocco.
When I mention Sean or no, I'm like, don't clap or anything.
Okay, next up, Sean Flanery.
Someone please come over here and me up the Alright, you guys are winning. Good to know.
And last but not least, Reedus.
It died a long time ago. Dang, good other people.
Okay, what we'll do, in case you haven't been here before, just if you have a question, raise your hand and please stand up and shout out your question. At the end of the question session, we'll have the group stand together so you can take photos. So please try to hold off with the flashes until we're done at the end. Okay, whoever has a question, just raise your little finger. Right here.
Yes, right here.
I was wondering, are you guys anticipating filming the third movie? Like, when you guys do that?
Fuck yeah. I think Troy wants to do something in between 2 and 3. That's like Rocco. Do you like blowjobs? Not at all.
Anybody under 18 here?
Earmuffs.
Right here.
Alright, first of all, Norm, I'm surprised your camera actually takes video. But the question is, do you have any favorite moments from the second movie?
Fuck. I mean,
Like
like,
riding a horse?
yeah, I got to ride a horse, which I was pretty good at. There was a whole bunch. I mean, you know, Sean's hilarious, Billy's funny, like, you know, it was a lot of fun in the second one. It was, you know, every day was fun. There was, we had to jump off of, like, this scaffolding into this big blue bag, and I was such a wimp. I was like, and I kept landing on my feet, and Sean's, like, doing, like, triple gainers and shit. And I was like, and I remember Troy going, this is hero shit, get up there and die! Sort of it was sad.
Like the noises Norm would make when he jumped off the scaffolding. It was like,
I'm kind of a wimp, it's true. It's true.
Question back here.
After watching Overnight, it seemed like, you know, whatever goes on with Troy W, that's his business, but it seemed like he burned maybe a lot of his bridges. That, like, you know, being said, like, how difficult was it to make number 2 come out? Because it seemed like...
Well, no, the reason we didn't do number 2 was because it was under a lawsuit forever. And I think, like, the story is the lawsuit ended at, like, noon, and Sony bought it at, like, 12:15. That wasn't the reason. And, you know, as far as Troy being difficult, I mean, if you have enough footage of Santa Claus, you can make him look like an asshole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, personally, I'm like, I don't know, like, it just seemed like, even if, you know, regardless of how he is personally, it's kind
I mean, you know, that's just,
Well, let me put it this way. I mean, in the documentary, there's not 1 foot of film that interviews any cast member or any crew member that says anything negative about the cat. So I think that's your first-hand experience. Having said that, he made a sequel. 100% of the cast, 100% of the crew came back. So, I mean, whether bridge is burned, I don't know, but it certainly wasn't with the cast of the
the
crew.
first time Bob Dylan used an electric guitar, like they wanted to hang him. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's all good people have haters. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I was just wondering if it made, like, it seemed like the internet, that it held up #1.
No, not at all. No, it didn't. First one didn't come out because of Columbine. You know, here's 2 guys in black pea coats right after these guys in dusters did that, and so the industry was like, "Fuck that shit." You know, I mean, it was just it was a series of unfortunate circumstances. You know, and people put 3 and 5 together and came up with 19, which is a different kind of math altogether, man. It's like unified theory shit.
That's the American now.
Who else has a question?
Number 2 is great.
Right here.
Great. First of all, I was in shock. I love the cloth.
Sweet.
But what was it like working with Willem Dafoe?
It's dope. Yeah. It's like, if you look at the first Boondock, remember we were in the police station and we were saying all the different languages and shit? Like, I kept messing those up. Like, all the time I was fucking those up. And the camera would go in a 360, and every time the camera would go behind Willem's face, he'd like pull faces. It fucked me up forever. And then if you look really closely, you see me going da da ba da, and I look up at the ceiling. Da, da, da. It's because I'm reading on a cue card.
Motherfucker wrote his lines on cue cards. I'm not kidding, he was reading that shit.
I mean, you got Defoe in front of you going.
Defoe's in front of me, he's like, "Všechny palčinky snad se háčkou strojce do prodila." I still remember that shit 10 years fucking later. Get that shit written fucking down.
I don't remember mine at all.
Over here.
In regards to what you said about Columbine and everything, did you think that this movie was going to be, you know, such a cult classic like it's become?
Rocco?
Oh, no, the other Rocco.
No, I didn't think it would be. I thought we were just gonna die. I was really impressed. You know, because like, what was our release? I think it was at Blockbuster. You know, and I thought that it was just gonna be forgotten, and then all of a sudden, I remember I started first getting recognized, and I thought that they were like the only people in America that saw the film.
Okay. Who else has a question? Right here.
I have a question for Rocco. I was wondering if you could tell me a joke.
You know, I mentioned it yesterday, when Sean was born, his mother said, "What a treasure." And his father said, "Yeah, let's bury it."
Although, check this out. 2 hours ago, I was telling the story earlier. 2 hours ago, we're in the restroom. And a gentleman was talking to us about going to St. Louis and doing another one of these shows. And so Rocco's peeing right next to me. And we're at the urinal. And right after he looked over and said, "Nice dick." He then said, okay, that was a lie. He didn't say that part. But he goes, "Sean, in St. Louis, you know, they got the world famous museum for bowling. Bowling Hall of Fame. I was like, Rock, that's fucking cool, dude. Are you into bowling?" Rock says, "No." I was like, "All right then."
So that means you're the oldest then.
Say again?
So that means you're the oldest then.
Well, all right.
I'll give you
I win by default.
I'll give you $1,000 to whip it out.
Please don't. Over here, hand up.
Yes, I do. Tree monkey. Yes.
Loved it.
She pulled close guard.
You picked me up. You started it.
Oh, okay. The running jump had nothing to do with it. I loved it. It was genius.
Okay, right here.
Sean, this question I just wanted to know about how did you land your role in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles?
Young Indiana Jones, how did I get the role? That was, I mean, obviously Young Indy's opened every door that's open to me today. I mean, if it wasn't for Young Indy, I never would have got a meeting on Boondock. How did I get it? A long series of auditions. It's like every textbook story. You know, I saw the assistant to the assistant casting director. They liked me enough to send me to the assistant casting director. They liked me enough to send me to the actual casting director. And then, you know, after 26 auditions later, I met George Lucas and did a screen test. It was literally one of those long, arduous processes that I think the only reason I got it is because I thought, what are the fucking odds that I would get this? So you almost don't care. You know, they're like, you're meeting George Lucas, you're like, whatever, it ain't like I'm gonna get it. But then I think that like attitude makes me go, fuck, this guy doesn't care, you know? we gotta get this guy. But it was like, it never occurred to me that I could actually get the role, you know? And then I was on a plane to London to start shooting, and I was like, wow, you know? Kind of mind-blowing, really.
Okay, who else has a question? Over here in the corner.
Can you tell us a little bit about the USO tour coming up?
Actually, we can't. I'm telling you, as for the USO regulation, we can't tell you where we're going. We can't disclose any of that. And unfortunately, we can't live tweet or Facebook from there. We have to get all the video footage and everything approved, but we're going to share with everybody as soon as it's approved. But it's the Middle East. That's really all we can tell you. Except I speak for everybody. I think we're super stoked to go over there, support the troops. I'm honored to have guys. I'm honored myself to have guys doing that shit willingly to go out there and serve the country. And it's the least that I can do to go over there and maybe train with the guys and hang out with them.
No, I'm super excited. Yeah, it has to do with like you can't take pictures because of certain landmarks and so forth. Like, there's all these rules. It's kind of nuts.
Who else has a question? Over here.
This is for Norman. What was it like working with Christopher Thomas in LA?
He was dope. He's like, one of the days we were shooting. I'm talking about Chris Christopherson, if you guys in there. But one of the days we were shooting, I was in my trailer and I was watching that Bob Dylan documentary. What's that called? Yeah. So I'm in there and he comes knocking on the door and he's like, "What are you watching?" And I go, "Oh, this." He goes, "Screw over." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I was dating Bob's wife when that's why they got in a fight at this hotel. And then this guy and I were drunk. And then he goes, "Yeah, I got Bob Dylan on Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid." And he was like, "Yeah, we were taking mushrooms, riding horses, and I got him to be the knife thrower." And I was just like, "Holy shit, this guy like knows everything about that." Like, he was amazing. And he's like totally cut. Like, so every time he takes his shirt off, like all the girls freak out. But yeah, he's one of the coolest guys. Like, I hope to grow up and be Chris Christopherson.
Okay, who else has a question? Right here.
It's kind of a piggyback to that question. Is Wesley Snipes really a dick or what?
Nah, dude. Wesley's dope. He's super cool. Yeah. I mean, Wesley travels with a large posse of people, and Wesley takes his job really seriously, and all those martial arts stuff and Blade and stuff, like that's really him. Like, Wesley's super cool. He really is. You can't believe everything you read or hear on all these, extra, all that bullshit. He's actually really cool. Extra.
Guys, I was just wondering how cool were the Desert Eagles in the second movie to use?
Johnny, they were heavy. No.
They were.
They were loud.
But Norm blamed it on a shoulder problem. Like every time we had to do this for like more than 2 takes, he would go like this. Norm would be like, "Fuck." Okay, tell us when we roll.
No, I had to do this.
Action. I had to like rock it. It's ready, action.
I tore a labrum in my
They were fucking heavy.
Yeah, they were like 45-pound guns. They were nuts.
Okay, question over here.
Did you guys get hurt at all doing any stunts?
I did. He didn't. Yeah, no, I mean, like my shoulder was messed up, so, you know, jumping off of the thing, I had to like figure out how to not fall on my shoulder, and yeah, I was in pain the whole freaking time. And then I was doing Pandorum at the same time, so I was flying from Toronto to Berlin and back a couple of times, and I'd get there and they'd hang me upside down and dip me in oil, like, it was hell. That was hurt a lot.
It's like I always say, you know, when shit goes down, the Saints show up. And one of them fucking wreaks havoc, and the other one's queer.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that,
Who else has a question? Raise your hand.
what's up, man?
Yeah.
In the first film, you guys speak 5 languages. Do any of you speak another language?
I can barely speak English. I think Sean can speak something, right?
Se si parla il francese, lo spagnolo e l'italiano non è un po' difficile imparare, capito?
That means nothing.
I was just making shit up.
Who else? Right here.
How hard was it not to laugh during the cat scene?
Oh, it was pieced. The way it was pieced, it wasn't that hard. It was machined out.
You know, the truth is, it's like, this was a fucking air cannon. And before shooting it, Rock was like, went to Troy and said, so this air cannon, is it dangerous? Does it make a lot of noise? And me and Duffy had like seen it go off. And I was like, he's like, no, Rock, it's really quiet. It hardly makes a noise at all. As a matter of fact, when it goes off, you're gonna have to see, you know, the spaghetti and the shit that we load in the air cannon on the wall to give us a fake reaction. He's like, okay, yeah. Cut two. We're like, and action. Boom! Rock's like, oh! I almost fucking lost it laughing at it because it fucking freaked him the fuck out. You remember that?
Yeah. and it's a trip, like, you know, Sean want to help me out, Mr. Experience. But it actually threw me off my chair and back. It's like a big keg.
Yeah, totally.
Imagine a keg of beer on the table.
Who else has a question? Right here.
Yeah, Sean and Norm, did you know each other or had you met before the first movie? And what was it like playing brothers?
You know, we met during the process of making the first one, and I think the story went that, you know, we were at the bar that Troy's working at, and he and I were just like standing there bullshitting, and then Taylor, Troy's brother, was like, those are the guys, and he was like, yeah, no, and so he and I became friends, and he lives on one coast, I live on the other, but every time I see Sean, it's like, you know, we were just hanging out yesterday, and we always got along really well. It's fun to work with him because he's not one of those selfish dickhead actors. He's a very cool guy. But yeah, he's cool to work with. You know, he's fun. You know, and he kind of has your back. You know, so it's you feel comfortable. What? I didn't say he rides your back. Is that right? Did I answer your stuff?
Okay. Who else? Over here.
Yeah, Sean, what was it like working with Andy Dick?
Say it again.
Working with Andy Dick on the Monster Mania Horror Convention?
That was different. No, you know what? Andy's a good. Yeah, I did. I'm still friends with Andy. I mean, he's a fun, loving, not a bad bone in his body, not mean spirited at all. Whatever you read in the press, that guy is a genuinely loving dude. I mean, every time I see him, he's like, oh my God, you know, a big hug. That guy makes me feel good when I see him. I'm like, holy shit, hey, man, I haven't seen you in a while. What do you mean? He's like, oh my God. You know, I mean, he's just a really good dude, man. He is. I like him a lot.
That was a great movie. It was a great cast.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Reedus and with Barrymore.
Yeah.
Great cast. Movie was a gem.
Thank you.
Frank Gordon. Yeah.
Along the wall.
For Sean and Laura, I was wondering if you guys have a prayer memorized, and if so, think we could do it.
And shepherds we shall be. For thee, my Lord, for thee, power hath descended forth from thy hand, that our feet may swiftly carry out thy command. So we shall flow river forth to thee, and in England with soul shall it ever be. In nomine Patri Filii. Wait for it. Spiritus Sancti. Boom! Of course we got it memorized. Notice that Reedus was like half a syllable behind going. Patri Filii.
You should have looked at the ceiling. You would have gotten some help.
Okay, in the back.
Hey guys, how much improv did you guys do in either one of them? Or did you guys pretty much stick 100% to the script, or were you allowed to improv anything?
Yeah. I mean, you know, making a movie with Troy, it's a collaborative effort. You know, we can make shit up on the day. Funniest idea wins. You know, that's the reality.
Anything in particular that stands out that was totally not scripted that?
Yeah, the hockey scene.
montage.
Yeah, the second movie when we're on the ice, we made that up that morning.
We made it up on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys remember the montage, right? You know, we're all like throwing shit at like real men do, you know, and we're all coming up with lines. And we all, you know, they edited that down because we had some funny shit in there, some real.
How's the show again? I don't know.
The montage.
Good. How's it going, Rocco?
Are we on one or two? No, I don't remember that stuff.
One of the lines that got cut that I thought was pretty damn genius was, real men don't say they'll only put the tip in, and then actually only put the tip in.
Right here.
Sean, you actually know martial arts, mixed martial arts. Did you ever kick his ass away from the camera?
Do I ever kick who's
Did you
that?
ever kick his ass on the side?
No.
No, you never.
He's my brother, man. I got his back.
I don't think we've ever even had an argument.
Yeah, no, we haven't actually. Yeah.
No, if someone's cool, you don't have an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get along really well, actually.
Okay. Over here.
Rocco, can we get a wide berth?
You know what's funny about that? We did, I was looking at it, and whenever I saw them, either when I'm not memorizing it, but just, oh, I gotta do this scene, how am I gonna do this? And we go, Wyatt fucking Earp. And it was so easy to say it with Wyatt fucking Earp. And so Troy had me say it, Wyatt Earp. Just for TV purposes or something like that. And that scene, so you wouldn't hear such a Wyatt, you know, or whatever. And you can say Wyatt fucking Earp. It just came out so easy. And then I go, Wyatt Earp. Okay, I can get this. Wyatt Earp. But I could easily say Wyatt fucking Earp. You know, it's so easy to say. Couldn't get it Wyatt Earp though.
You're scaring the baby, Rocco.
Question right here.
Rocco, how did it make you feel that Troy didn't want to change your name as the character?
Well, it's less memorization I had to do. No, he told me even before the movie, he said he liked my name when he was writing this when I first met him. And he just said that, there's gonna be a sidekick and I'm gonna use your name, Rocco. You know what I mean? And then that's all that was.
It's a great honor, though.
Yeah, look at it this way. I mean, this is a movie about cool guys, and basically he cast me and Reedus and said, yeah, whatever, guys. I want you to say it like this. This is the way cool guys talk. And then he went to Rocco, he's like, don't change a fucking thing. Whatever you're doing, do that shit up. We had to go to cool school. Rock showed up that way.
Chris?
Rashawn, what can you tell us about your role in Saw 7?
Not a lot, unfortunately. It's a story about this cat that he writes a self-help book because he went through a trap and made it out alive. And he made $1 million, went on Oprah and sold all this book. And then somebody didn't like that. So somebody got pissed off. And I'll leave it up to your imagination to realize what happened. It's gonna be fucking cool, man.
Who else has a question? Over here.
When you were filming Moscow from Ireland, the cut scene, how much fun was that? Because that makes me laugh every single time I see it.
Wait, what was it?
Moscow from Ireland, the cut scene.
Oh, right.
Oh.
That was fun, yeah. That was a blast. I remember the camera being set up right here and our naked butts diving in front of it, and that's going, wait, we can't use this, right?
I remember we were sitting there, because we just got shots to the Jimmy Johnson, right? So we had ice packs and everything. And Reedus kept going, what's underneath that bag?
It was fun though. I really liked the lady that played her mom. I wish I'd seen it.
She was great.
Yeah, she was cool.
Like that's like one of the highlights for me as a fan is watching the extras and seeing our mom.
Yeah, she was really good.
Yeah, she was
great.
In the back there?
What was it like working with, respectively, Toby Hooper and John Carpenter on Master of the Bar?
John's dope. I mean, he's one of the coolest guys I've ever met. And actually, I just finished doing The Walking Dead, and I found out through Greg Nicotero that Frank had Greg call John and ask if I was okay to work with, and John gave me big ups. So I've been waiting to hug John. I don't know where he is. I haven't met him yet, but John's awesome. Do I?
Quite drunk.
Is he? Yeah, John's one of the coolest guys. Like, I mean, he's really cool. He's a legend, and he's actually super cool. So, yeah.
Same thing with Toby, man. I'd do a Fruit Loops commercial if he directed it. It's the truth. I mean, he's just like, he's one of those soft-spoken, excuse me, cool to the core cats, man. He just is.
Right here.
Did you guys ever consider actually getting the tattoos on your hands?
No, we're actors. We have to cover that up every movie. You know what I mean? I mean, as much as I love the film, I don't have any Murphy tattoos because you can't. I have enough fucking tattoos.
Never enough.
Yeah, that's true. But you know how long you have to sit in makeup covering up tattoos? That's a whole nother convention.
It takes place in Vegas.
Tickets go on sale.
Who else has a question?
I'll be dealing them in the lobby later.
Okay, right here.
You mentioned a practical joke earlier on Rocco. Was there any other practical jokes playing on each other?
Oh, God. There was one fucking big practical joke, that movie, man. I mean, both of them. It's like you setting a bunch of dudes loose, with a camera. It's every day. Nothing was PC. Off-color jokes. Nothing was off limits, man. It was just like it was one practical joke after the next. It was a good time, man.
Any particular one?
You know what? Most films, there's so many people that you can't offend. You may set them off, and they may get distracted from their process or whatever kind of thespian shit they're going into. You know what I mean? But this wasn't like it. It was just like dudes making a movie about dude shit. So, there's no Hollywood shenanigans or anything like that. You can do really any joke that you play on your buddy without feeling like, well, we would do this if he was a regular guy. That shit is Hollywood. We can do anything.
Okay. Who else? Right here.
That being said, you're saying it's like an all male cast. What was it like for Julie Benz? You said one being like the only female. Did you guys do anything to her?
Like we said, that's another convention. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Yeah, she fit in. She fit in seamlessly.
Yeah, she had the jumbo elephant balls that were outside, you know what I mean?
Dexter's girlfriend.
Yeah, but yeah, she was great. She came in and she acted like one of the dudes and acted like one of us and fit right in right away. Same with Clippy,
Okay. Cliffy, I'm Mexican.
Well, you just did Saw. I did Masters of Horror with John. Like, we like horror movies. Yeah, it's dope. It's fun. It's like Halloween here. It's awesome.
We're, at our core, we're fans as well. It's like we went out in the middle of the day and took pictures in the fucking Batmobile because it's the fucking Batmobile. How do you walk by the Batmobile and go, I really don't care because I'm an actor? No, it's a fucking Batmobile. I live up kind of by the Hollywood sign, and on more than one occasion, I've cruised up Beechwood to see the fucking Batcave because it's still there.
Over here.
Going back to jokes on the stage, how was it like working with comedian Bob Marley?
God, sandwiches. That's a good dude, man. He's funny as balls, too.
Okay. Back here.
Out of all the horror films that you guys have worked on, what was your favorite?
Reedus.
Masters of Horror probably with John, just because of John, basically. It's Udo Kier, who's the weirdest out. Udo's become actually a really good friend of mine. I talked to Udo quite a bit, but I remember the first time I met Udo, we were in Vancouver shooting, and I'm gonna say the dirty word here, but he knocks on my door and he's like, let's go get some food. So he takes me to this restaurant that's next to a grocery store, but there's all these old people sitting around. And he goes, I just said this line. I met him like 5 minutes before this, right? And he goes, I said this line in this movie. He goes, I take your gun and shove it up your pussy and blow your brains out. And he says it really loud. Right? And I'm looking around and all these old people are looking at him like, shh. And he thinks it's hilarious. And he does it again and again and louder and louder. And he's become a really good friend of mine, I think, from that moment. Udo and John, and it was just really fun. And to see how John's mind works is kind of amazing. He's got these things planned out in his head and that I didn't see coming. And he's just like a great guy to hang out with, so I'd say Masters of Horror.
Okay. Right here.
Is there any movies coming up that you guys are going to be in together?
The Conspirator, Robert Redford directed about assassination at Abe Lincoln, comes out in October. Then The Walking Dead with Frank Darabont.
But no, we're not in that together.
Oh, together? Wait. Oh.
He was like, yeah, I did a Robert Redford movie and Flanery will probably see it. I'm doing Walking Dead, and I know Flanery's got HBO. He's like, Flanery did Saw, and I've been the and he's being a nice nice guy because he told me a funny story about John Carpenter. You know, he goes. You know, when I first met John, you know, I went to the hotel and my phone rings.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I pick it up, and it's like, hey, it's John. You know, I'm looking forward to meeting you. You know, and so Reedus goes, yeah, okay, I'll cruise by your room. He goes up and John opens the door. He's like, yeah, nice to meet you. Look, you know, if you're gonna order porn, do the $19.95. Don't waste your time on the $9.95 stuff. Anyway, call times 8. See you tomorrow. I'm like walking on life, John Carpenter.
You just got me in trouble.
You know, he's coming on next, right?
No, I don't think people would put us in a movie together after Boondock. It'd be like, we almost did Scooby-Doo once.
Yeah.
We were almost characters in Scooby-Doo. No, like the Scooby Gang go to Ireland and meet the McManus brothers. Right? That almost happened.
Damn kids!
What?
Love if it wasn't for the damn kids.
Medley.
Oh, it wasn't for those meddling kids. Meddling, baby. Not damn. Meddling.
Like what?
Okay, we'll take a couple more questions and then we'll have the group do photos. Right here.
Yeah, there's an internet video you did a while back that became pretty popular. Have you Beauregard cared to anybody else
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have. And it was a video that I did for Norman's. You gotta make these videos with Wendy Shepherd. Hey guys, check out officiallypluggedin.com. Studio Matrix. I take that out to Betty Contingency back there, bitches. Look out! Solid group of chickies right there. So I made a video for Norm based on a doll that one of Betty's constructed, and the audio goes something like this.
Hey everybody, my name's Reedus, and you might remember me from such shows as Dark Harbor. I'm standing here with my good friend Sean Patrick Flanery here, who you might recognize from the Scheherazade episode of Young Indiana Jones.
He does this really well, doesn't he? It's a little scary.
Yeah, Beauregard, he comes out now and then.
Okay. Anyone else? One last question? Oh, come on. Okay, over here.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love bags?
12. Fucking 12. Fucking 12. I love me some Betty's.
I think you had a question.
Yeah, one question. You guys get any gifts from fans, and what are the coolest?
Right there, the Betty's. I shit you not, they come bearing gifts, man. These chicks are top shelf. I got candy, I got some Reese's kind of funky things that I did. There's just so much deliciousness going on, I can't even tell you. Clothing, I got Devlin Dubois t-shirts, I got you fucking name it. I got shit. Reedus does too, so's Rocco. It's ridiculous.
A kimono.
A kimono straight from Japan. And which I rocked last night after I got out of the shower because I was feeling dapper. Right here, stand up. They brought kimonos from Japan. They came all the way from Japan with gifts. Norm's done a shitload of films. It's like, there's no fans. Like, I'm not saying this to stroke you guys, man. It's not fans. Like, Boondock fans are like, they're just a different breed, man. Nobody. I've never once been walking down the road and somebody said, hey, look, man, I got a tattoo of fucking powder. No. Look, man, there's the bald-headed guy with spoons stuck to him. I got a tattoo right on my tip. No. Well, motherfuckers are like, look, I got the prayer. Look, I got the cross. Look, I got, you know, it's crazy, man. That's awesome. It's a wonderful feeling. It really is, man. To do one movie of a career that's embraced like that, it really makes you feel good, man. So thank you guys. Whatever was inside you that made you come here, whatever that good feeling is that this movie gave you, it fucking pales by comparison to we're on the receiving end. You know, when we take part in a movie like that affects so many people, that so many people dig, you've never felt anything like that. When people, you know, have your face tattooed on them, or they know the prayer, or they know your dialogue, and it's just something completely different. So really, thank you guys a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Somebody give me a hug.
Okay, we're going to have Boondock Saints just stand up and as a group photo, you can take your photos.
Keep those flashes going. We gotta talk about this shit too. Would someone please come over here and knock me up the ass? That shit's going on Facebook. Charlie fucking Brunson's got rope, you motherfuckers.
I love your daddy, I can tell you that. Bill
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Can we get one for Billy, motherfucking
And Daphne, you gotta get one for Troy, Daphne.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, a warm round of applause for the Boondock Saints. Thanks.